Well, it's December 9th and it's time to go out and get our Christmas tree. This year it's just going to be my wife and I because my son and daughters are all grown up and they're scattered all over the United States right now. So it's going to be a quiet day. We're going to go out and get the Christmas tree and we'll talk a little bit about what you want to look for.
Winter books, Gone with the Wind.
It's a beautiful day to pick out our Christmas tree. Now, normally I grow my own, but we're kind of running out on our property and it takes about 9 to 12 years depending on what species you have to actually get a Christmas tree of a usable size. Now, this year we decided on Fraser fir, and Fraser fir is one of the nicest trees that there are. The reason I like the firs is because they have a nice straight trunk. They have dark needles. And I'm standing among some Fraser firs right now, and as you look behind me, they're quite large. And that's one of the things that you want to consider is how high is your ceiling? Most ceilings are about 8 feet tall, so you probably don't want to get a tree larger than 7 feet because you're going to put your tree topper on it. Now there are a couple of supplies that you're going to need when you're out there. One would be a saw, and they give you the saws, and I suggest you not take the chainsaw from home to the farm because there's a little bit of a liability issue and they probably aren't going to let you use it. You may want to have some gloves and either some glasses. For instance, these are my readers, but they can double as my safety glasses, or you may want to have some safety glasses as you're trying to cut the tree down, especially if you're fooling around with something like a blue spruce. If you go to a nice farm, they'll supply you with a cart to bring your tree back with. And at a lot of farms, they will also have wagon rides to transport your tree if you don't have a car. Once you've decided on a tree, and this one is about 7 foot for us, and it's a Fraser fir that'll cost about $60, you should look at all sides of the tree. Yeah. Another thing I look for is a nice straight leader so I can put my topper on the tree, the star or the angel or whatever it might be. And I don't like a very closely sheared tree. I want to have some space in between the branches so that I can decorate back inside the tree. Now you'll notice that as we look into the interior of the tree, you'll see some yellow needles closest to the trunk. A lot of people would think, oh, that's a disease, I don't want that tree at my house. But that's not a problem because these are 3-year-old needles that are going to drop. That's a natural occurrence. So there's nothing that you should be concerned about here. Plus the fact when you take the tree over, they run it through a machine called a shaker and it will shake a lot of those needles out. So this tree is just fine. Now we will be doing some trimming of lower branches and taking off some of the lower branches so we can put this tree into the stand. So it's important to have enough height that you could reduce it a little bit. If you have to cut off very much, then you're going to have a much shorter tree. In most cases, it's not going to be a big deal. So this is the one that my wife and I have chosen, and we're about ready to cut. But first, we have to get our trophy picture.
This one.
This is our tree right here. This is the one we decided on. We came to consensus.
Yes.
You happy with that?
We're happy with that.
Are we ready to cut this tree down?
We're ready. We're going to make it look beautiful in our living room.
Yeah, and you're going to get to see it too. So.
I know.
we got this whole thing in our Equinox, made by Chevrolet.